Theresa May as leader. The contest to replace Theresa May as leader of Britain's Conservative Party and Prime Minister has come down to two men. One has been dubbed Bojo the Clown, the other Teresa in Trousers. Bojo, or Boris Johnson, is the former Mayor of London and is considered the favourite. But his rival, Foreign Secretary Jeremy Hunt, aka Teresa in Trousers, is promising to not go down without a fight. The Times newspaper offering this support. Don't be fooled by the Teresa in Trousers tag. Boring Jeremy Hunt has cunning and steel. A third candidate, Environment Secretary Michael Gove, may have been the victim of tactical voting. The Guardian reports Johnson's camp believes Remain voting Hunt will make a less formidable adversary than Gove, who, along with Johnson, was one of the leading figures in the Vote Leave campaign. Regardless of whether it's Johnson or Hunt, the grim reality of the Brexit paradox remains unchanged. The EU will not renegotiate the already agreed-to exit deal, and a fractured British Parliament won't approve any deal until it's renegotiated. Nile Gardiner is with the Heritage Foundation and was an advisor to British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher. He joins us now from Washington. Nile, good to see you.
Great to be here, thank you.
Okay, let's go with the odds. Assume it's Boris Johnson. So after winning that final ballot amongst the members, the lawmakers, the MPs, he tweeted this: "I'm deeply honoured to have secured more than 50% of the vote in the final ballot. Thank you to everyone for your support. I look forward to getting out across the UK to set out my plan to deliver Brexit, unite our country and create a brighter future for us all." What exactly is his plan to deliver Brexit? Because he didn't have one the other night during that television debate.
On Brexit, I think that there is a distinction between Boris Johnson and Jeremy Hunt. I think that Johnson is very clear about delivering Brexit on October the 31st. It has to be said that the European Union is not expressing any interest in renegotiating the EU withdrawal agreement. In fact, I think that Johnson has already made that clear privately to MPs that he believes the EU withdrawal deal is dead in the water and that he would then seek a wholesale renegotiation. If he doesn't get a renegotiation or a new deal, basically, then Johnson will go for a no-deal Brexit. The big difference, I think, between Johnson and Theresa May is that Boris Johnson is very serious about delivering a no-deal Brexit. Theresa May had two opportunities to do so. She didn't decide to do so. Johnson is a real risk taker. And I believe he's also far more in tune, I think, with the, the beating heart of Middle England.
Here's the Scottish National Party MP, Ian Blackford, in Parliament speaking out against Boris Johnson.
The member has called Muslim women letterboxes, described African people as having watermelon smiles, and another disgusting slur that I would never dignify by repeating. If that's not racist, Mr. Speaker, I don't know what is. Does the Prime Minister honestly believe that this man is fit for the office of Prime Minister?
Okay, so he was also criticised as a do-nothing mayor of London. His time as Foreign Secretary far from successful, according to many. And really, there's this criticism that he isn't offering a whole lot new on Brexit, most likely because he can't, because everyone's hands are tied. So, is he suitable to be Prime Minister?
Well, I've met Boris Johnson on a number of occasions here in Washington, and I think he actually will be a very good British Prime Minister. A very big change from Theresa May, who was really a very disappointing leader and a very weak-kneed leader. I think that Johnson is going to be a far tougher Prime Minister, and he's also, I think, someone who is fully committed to delivering Brexit. After all, he was a leader of the Vote Leave campaign. He truly believes in British sovereignty and self-determination. Theresa May certainly did not.
David Cameron, the former Prime Minister, he was brought down by Brexit. Brexit then brought Theresa May to power, and Brexit was the cause of her demise. And Brexit will bring either Johnson, most likely, or maybe Hunt, to number 10. Is there any reason to believe that Johnson or Hunt's fate will not be the same as Cameron's and May's?
I think Johnson is made of sterner stuff than Cameron and May. Let's not forget as well that both Cameron and May were and are, in essence, actually Remainers, really. Johnson is a Brexiteer. And that's a very big difference. Also, Johnson, I think, is someone who has a much more positive vision for Britain's future. And I think he's someone who greatly admires Winston Churchill or Margaret Thatcher. He has a clear vision for Britain as a sovereign nation. And I don't think that was the case with David Cameron or Theresa May. And I think that, Johnson is somebody who presents a far more positive, optimistic vision of Britain's future outside of the European Union.
We shall see. I mean, this is one of those debates, one of those arguments that we will only know when it's happened. Niall, good to see you. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.